to No Guilt, Just Growth. I'm Kristen Pomper, wife, coach, and corporate working mom of two. I help ambitious working moms stop running on empty and start building lives they're obsessed with, without the guilt or burnout. I'm on a mission to redefine what success looks like for moms. Because one thing I know for sure, it's not about putting everyone else's needs above your own. If you're ready to stop surviving and start thriving, you're in the right place. Hey gal, welcome back. Today we're talking about something I think so many moms feel in December, but rarely say out loud. I'm opening up about the real feelings I've been experiencing. By the end, I hope you feel a little less alone, a little more seen, a little more heard. If your December feels anything like mine does, it just feels heavy. Heavier than it should, heavier than anyone warns you about, heavier than you can explain even to yourself. And if you've been walking around this month feeling behind or overstimulated, emotionally stretched, maybe snappy, guilty, disconnected, like you're already exhausted before the day even begins, you're not doing anything wrong, and you're definitely not alone. Because here's the truth. Us moms, we don't enter December fresh. We enter December already tired from a year of showing up, caring, giving, doing, remembering, planning, and carrying the mental load of an entire household. December isn't just another month. It's the accumulation of everything you've been holding since January. And then somehow the world expects you in this state, in this exhausted, beat down, overwhelmed state to create magic. We're told to make the lasting memories, be present, create the traditions, bring the joy. December literally asks us moms to be a full-time employee trying to squeeze 5 weeks of work into 3, a holiday event coordinator, a personal shopper for every human being that you know, a memory maker, a therapist for our overstimulated children, a nurse for our sick kids, a chef, a gift wrapper, a tradition keeper, a Christmas elf, a photographer, a maid, a holiday cheerleader, a partner, a mom, and somehow yourself, all at the same time, all on low battery. That's a lot of fucking pressure. So today I'm being really candid about my own December. And maybe that just might make you feel a little less alone, or probably like you're doing way more than you think you are, or at least way more than me. Here's my truth. I don't move our elf on the shelf every night. I'm not creating these magical Pinterest-worthy moments with our elf on the shelf. His name is Snowflake, I think is what Olivia named him. I literally keep him in the same place. There's no elaborate poses, no cute setups. And guess what? My kids still think it's fun. I just tell them, mommy and daddy are a creature of habit. Snowflake is a creature of habit. He has his one place on the mantle that he likes to go, and he returns every single night right there. Another moment that I felt guilty about, but will probably just make you seem like super mom. I made Bobby buy all of his gifts for his entire side of the family. His parents, his siblings, his nieces, his nephews, because honestly, I just didn't have the capacity. I am going to take care of my side, which he found something for my brother and bought it for my brother. So that's basically half of my list. But I just do not have the capacity to buy every single person a well thought out gift. So I delegated that to him. And that division alone cut my mental load in half. Christmas cards, we didn't do them this year, honestly, for the second year in a row. And that is probably one thing that beats me up a little bit. I actually really like Christmas cards, but the thought of putting them together stresses me out because my husband does not like to take pictures. I want to do professional photography every year, and he just doesn't want to do it. So we don't do it. And then I don't feel like the Christmas card is up to my standard, to be completely honest, if it's just like these random pictures throughout the year that don't really look that good. So I just don't do it. Second year in a row. And yes, I feel kind of annoyed every single time I open up everyone else's Christmas cards at night that look amazing with their professional photographs. But you know what? Why am I stressing over a tradition that drains me more than it fills me? And then lastly, December is the month where all of my routines fall apart. Those 5 a.m. workouts that I'm so diligent about the entire rest of the year, I think I've done one since December started. The diet that I not so consistently stick to throughout the year, ruined by fancy dinners, booze, and I gorge out on Christmas cookies this time of year. My 10 p.m. bedtime that I almost never miss. I love my sleep. I get so much sleep and I never miss a bedtime. But in December, I stay up way too late, drinking wine, watching Christmas movies, and honestly just doom scrolling because it's all I have the brain space for. And then suddenly I'm wondering why I'm running on fumes. Because when my routines fall apart, I fall apart. I show up irritable, overstimulated, behind before the day even starts. My fuse is short, my mood dips, I'm frustrated with myself, and then I'm frustrated for being frustrated. And then, like a twisted joke, work ramps up because every December I'm trying to cram 5 weeks of work into 3 while parenting, while holidaying, while trying to pretend I'm enjoying it all. So, friend, if you have ever felt, I'm trying so hard and somehow still falling short, you're not failing. December isn't heavy because you're doing it wrong. December is heavy because you are doing all of it and the world still asks more of you. But this episode, these next 5 shifts, they're not here to help you do more. They're here to help you breathe. These 5 shifts are going to help you step out of survival mode and into something that actually feels manageable. Okay, let's get into them. Shift number 1. I want you to name what actually matters. Most moms don't feel behind because they aren't organized. They feel behind because they're trying to live up to an imaginary standard. December gets easier the moment you decide what matters. Start by asking yourself, what would make this season meaningful for us? Not Pinterest, not Instagram, not your extended family or the guilt voice in your head. Decide what actually matters for you and your family this month. Then release everything else. Not every tradition needs to be your tradition. Not every expectation is your responsibility. Shift number 2, the 10-minute holiday brain dump. Your mind is not overwhelmed because you're weak. It's overwhelmed because it's holding 100 different tasks, 30 deadlines, 7 events, 4 shopping lists, 6 emotional loads, and 50 invisible responsibilities for an entire family. If you're anything like me, you lay down for bed and your mind just races with the 417 things you still need to do. The gifts you still need to get, the email you forgot to send, the snail mail bill that you received and still need to pay, the dermatology appointment you keep neglecting to set. So let's reduce the load fast. I want you to take out a piece of paper and a pen. Take 10 minutes to dump everything on your mind onto paper. If you have the time right now, pause the episode and do it now. Then circle what matters, cross out what doesn't, delegate one thing. Instant relief. You are going to sleep like a baby tonight. You're welcome. Okay, shift number 3. Find the daily emotional leak. Every mom has one part of the day that drains 70% of their stress capacity. December is typically the month that exposes that leak. Maybe it's mornings. Maybe it's bedtime. Maybe it's getting out of the house. Maybe it's dinner time. Maybe it's that time right after the kids get home and you're trying to prep dinner but also do homework. Find the leak, name the leak, and then fix the tiny thing that will make the biggest emotional difference. You're not fixing your whole life. You're fixing your capacity. Okay, shift number 4. Create a weekly anchor. December can feel like fast forward. You blink and the month is gone, but also somehow it lasts forever. And your kids, they feel this too. A weekly anchor slows time down and grounds everyone. Maybe it's Saturday pancakes or Friday movie night, a walk after dinner, a nightly bedtime read. It's not about the activity, it's about giving your family a moment that isn't rushed or stressed or squeezed in. Anchors are where memories happen, not the chaos and not in the big magical moments either. Okay, and then lastly, shift number 5, make one support ask. If you take one thing from this episode, let it be this. Moms should not be the default holiday coordinator. You are not meant to do December alone. Ask before you hit your breaking point. Something like, can you own dinners this week? Or can you handle gifts for your side of the family this year? Or can you do the grocery run? Support isn't weakness, it's strategy. Babe, I need you to hear this. December, it feels heavy. Not because your whole year was hard, but because it's the month where everything you've been carrying quietly finally catches up to you. And you have carried all of it. The logistics, the emotions, the plans, the pressure, the guilt, the expectations, the exhaustion, the trying again. You deserve breathing room. You deserve help. You deserve moments that feel like you again. This season was never meant to break you. Let's change how you carry it. If you're craving relief, if you want December and 2026 to feel lighter, download the No Guilt Reset Guide. It's going to help you rebuild your capacity so that you can show up as the mom that you want to be without running yourself into the ground. I'll put it in the show notes. And if this episode hit home, send me a DM on Instagram and tell me which shift you're trying this week. I'd love to support you inside this season. You're not behind, you're overloaded, and you don't have to carry that alone. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have an incredible week, and I will see you in the next episode.